Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. The Modi government continues to firefight the outrage over the new military recruitment scheme Agnipath. The scheme, which provides 4 years of service, has seen a massive backlash from aspirants over the last 4 days since it was announced. The army aspirants have taken to streets to protest against the scheme and have demanded a rollback of it. In many parts, the protest has turned violent, with trains, buses being set on fire, vandalism and destruction of public property, and even stone pelting leading to a security scare in various states. Faced with a massive protest, the government is now taking a step back and announcing changes in the policy. Today, in an attempt to pacify the protesters, the Modi government announced that there will be a 10% reservation for Agniveers in CAPF and as well in Assam Rifles. This comes a day after government increased the upper age limit for the recruitment from 21 to 23. Let us look at how the Agnipath protest has intensified across the country and what changes the government has announced. A 24-year-old army aspirant was killed when Railway Protection Force resorted to aerial firing to disperse a mob of around 2,000 protesters yesterday who pelted stones at trains and committed arson at Sikandarabad railway station in Telangana. This makes it the first casualty of the Agnipath protest. At least 13 others were injured in the violent protest. Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao expressed shock and grief over the death of a 24-year-old man who died after security personnel opened fire at the agitators at Sikandarabad railway station. Rao announced 25 lakh rupees compensation to the victim's family and also one government job to an eligible member of the family, his office said in a release. On the other hand, Bihar, which has seen the maximum anger among all the states, the house of Deputy Chief Minister Renu Devi was attacked in the West Champaran district. Later, protesters also set train coaches on fire in Samastipur, in Lakhisarai, as well as in Ara district. Lakhiminia railway station was also vandalized and job aspirants continued to pour into railway stations, blocking tracks and affecting rail services. A BJP office in Madhepura was also torched during the agitation. The aspirants have also called for Bihar Bandh now. Several vehicles were set on fire this morning as well as the protesters tried to implement the Bandh. Yesterday, Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav, in a message to protesters, requested them to not vandalize the railways as it is a national property. In the aftermath of the violent protest, the Bihar government has also suspended internet and mobile telephone services in many districts. Internet and telecom services will remain suspended till June 19th in district Kaimur, Bhojpur, Aurangabad, Rohtas, Buxar, Nawada, West Champaran, Samastipur, Lakhisarai, Begusarai, Vaishali and Saran. Now, chaotic scenes also unfolded in Uttar Pradesh's Balia on Friday as protesters set an empty train on fire and vandalized a few other locomotives, leading to a bait and charge by police to disperse the mob. Protests also erupted in Varanasi, the constituency of Prime Minister Modi, Firozabad as well as in Amethi, causing damage to government buses and other symbols of public property. A local BJP leader's car was torched in Aligarh. The state has seen hundreds of angry youth carrying bamboo sticks and stones, storming railway premises across cities and small towns and laying siege to highways. A total of 260 people were arrested and 6 FIRs were lodged until Friday in Uttar Pradesh. The maximum arrests were made in Balia, 109 people were arrested, followed by Mathura where 70 people were arrested, 31 people were arrested in Aligarh, 27 in Varanasi and 15 in Gautam Budh Nagar. In another update, BJP-ruled Haryana has also witnessed massive protest as angry protesters threw stones at vehicles in Ballabgarh, squatted on railway tracks in Jind and burned tires in Rohtak on Friday. At least 15 protesters were arrested following the violence in Madhya Pradesh's Indore as well. 2 policemen also suffered minor injuries after nearly 600 protesters gathered on tracks near a railway station and threw stones and blocked a road, prompting the police to throw tear gas shells to control the situation. Now, sensing this rising anger across the country among the aspirants, the Ministry of Home Affairs today announced 10% reservation for Agniveers in the recruitment of Central Armed Police Forces as well as in Assam Rifles. The Ministry of Home Affairs also decided to give 3 years of age relaxation in its 17.5 to 21 years of eligibility criteria for the recruitment of Agniveers in CAPF and Assam Rifles. Notably, the first batch of recruits will get a relaxation of 5 years beyond the prescribed upper age limit. In a bid to assuage fears, Chief of Naval Staff Admiral R. Harikumar also said on Friday that the Agnipath scheme aims to reduce the age profile of armed forces from 32 to around 25 and modernize the forces. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on his part called the scheme a golden opportunity for the youth. However, the centre's assurances have failed to assuage the situation. Meanwhile, the opposition has slammed the government for an ill-thought-out scheme. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi today said that the central government will be forced to roll back the Agnipath recruitment scheme, just like it had to revoke the farm laws following sustained protest by farmers. Taking a swipe at Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Rahul Gandhi said the Prime Minister will have to apologize to the youth of the nation for the second time after apologizing to farmers last year when the 3 farm laws were withdrawn. For 8 consecutive years, the BJP government has insulted the values of Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. I had said earlier also that the Prime Minister will have to withdraw the Black Agricultural Act. In the same way, he will have to obey the youth of the country by becoming Maafiveer, and Agnipath will have to be taken back. This is what Rahul Gandhi said in a tweet in Hindi. On the other hand, RLD chief Jayant Chaudhary has also launched protest against the scheme. He is sitting on dharna against the scheme and supporting the protesting students. Well, that's all the update we have on Agnipath protest across the country. Well, do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Also, if there are any updates in the story, we will let you know. We will come back with another video on updates on this story. Thank you so much.